All right, guys, it is Lithics Day again. Welcome to the party. We're going to Flint Ridge State Park. We're testing the Atlatl, and we're doing all kinds of crazy stuff in this episode. Stick around. We're going camping with the tent, with the RV. We're going to be looking at some mice. We're going to be eating snacks. We're going to be tickling the cat. We're going to be looking in the garbage pail. We're going to be, whatever. Just watch the show. All right, guys, we're going to go on a little bit of a journey back in time here to when I went to Flint Ridge State Park on the way from Arizona to New York. This footage here is me testing out some of the Flint Ridge chert from Nethers farm. It's the darker variety. Check this out. That's a hit. Not a good hit, though. There we go. Wow, that went far. Look at that. Check out my membership options on YouTube and check out my Patreon page. Thanks, guys. Spear point. I think it went in here. Came out there. Whew. Not bad. I think I lost my entire spear. Panic mode activated. My camera cut out here, but it's -12. That's how you lose a spear in the snow. So lost spear points. Entire spears lost. Interesting. I'll get that when it melts. We got cabins all over there. All right, I'm gonna head over. I think I'm gonna go to the ancient quarries and take a look around over there. I want to see if the museum over there is open. I've never seen the museum inside there, so I just woke up. I didn't brush my hair yet or anything. I didn't see the museum over there yet, and I've been wanting to, so I'm gonna stop by. This thing's pretty big, so I don't even know if I could park it near Nethers or not, and tell a little story about K Nethers when either at Flint Ridge or at the farm. But I might attach a little clips from my my last visit over to Nethers farm. Just attach some clips in here and go from there. I only have a few hours before we got to get back on the road, so. And some flint right there. Some Jersey crystal. It's really pretty. Zoom in on this. See that? Mining and crafting flint. You can see the pit right here. It's all dug out.
Jasper found a chipmunk.
Bladelet cores and teardrop shaped nerves. Cool. All right, so I got myself a gift. There was a guy talking in there a lot, so I didn't do any talking myself, but I have Leah film this. Inside there, they are selling these really nice pieces of Flint Ridge from right across the street over there. And that's Roy Miller rock. Roy Miller dug it up. Right over there by that fence. Oh. It's got pinks and blues. What am I gonna do with this? Give me more.
Pretty eyes. Jasper, what do you think? Is it Jasper?
What you think, Jasper? He looks undecided. Yes. Yes. They have one of the actual quarry pits, so all cleaned out. It's the actual quarry pit that they built the place around.
Oh, wow.
And they have it all cleared out, so it's just the rock. You could see the rock, how they pulled it out, and everything is left as is. There's a big hammer stone. It's like the size of this.
Huh.
And you could really see a lot of what was going on if you come here and look.
Cool.
Alright, so I don't think I'm going to go to Nethers Farm since I've just got a nice piece of flint. I bought it in the museum. They have it for sale. Just some chunks. I did want to say something about Kay Nethers, though. She passed away. And up the road, she had a flint pit open for people to come on her land and gather flint. And she did that for a long time, and it was really, really appreciated. She was a really wonderful person, her and her cat. And I'll try to grab some clips of her. I think I have some from years ago. If not, I'll find a picture to put right here. And yeah, thank you to Kay for so many years of letting people come and dig flint on your property. It was so appreciated. All right, we're all packed up. Jasper's on the table. Everything's all set to go. I think we're on day 4 or so. Day 4? Day 4. And it is really, really flat here in Illinois. We might be going through some storms today. Don't know yet. If we go through any kind of high winds or whatever, we're gonna have to pull over and sit somewhere so it don't tip. Even with the system we got set up, it could still tip. So this koa was kind of packed, but quiet. Everyone left already. There's a few people over there. Pretty good. You ready, Jasper? Oh, you lost a little niblet. Here it goes. Okay. Time to travel. This one looks like it has less problems. See you guys. Meanwhile, we discovered we had some mice in the RV, so I handled those real quick with these handy traps here with the spear points attached and the blowgun. So that was fun. It wasn't a total fail. We have Jasper in the mountains looking at the bikers, and I actually did find some workable material. Look at that. That is sturdy and sharp. Go for a hike, Jasper. He's excited. He wants the birds and the bugs. The bugs, Jasper? Oh. What? What? Yeah, looks like he wants to. What do you see, Jasper? The squirrels. And I'm running super low on char cloth. Only have a few pieces left. So I'm gonna set a fire with the flint and steel and make some new char cloth. So we're gonna use a piece of rock we found in the creek for the flint and steel. I'm assuming this is some type of flint ridge. See if I could get an ember on this. That's better. That's going. Got it right there. See that? A little bit of char cloth. So I'm going to take the cloth that's in here, put it in there, seal it up, put it onto the fire to char this cloth as well. Just let that get going, then we'll put this underneath. I stuck a pine cone in there, get it going. Just sit and enjoy the fire for a little bit tonight and let it slowly cook. Alright, we got it going. It's nice and warm now. I got burned. So we're just here at camp now, chilling. I'm gonna take it easy tonight, go to bed early, get up and go look for more in the morning. More rocks, rock hounding, trying to find stuff for arrowheads, and Just interesting looking things. So.
There we go. Substitutions and unavailables. Of course, they constantly say we live unavailable.
I wanted to make a uniface paleo blade, a replica of what I saw in the museum at Flint Ridge. This one. See the size difference? Just to get a flake off of it. I'm just gonna make a super basic point, I think. There we go. All right. I could make a sandwich too. I know how to do that as well. I'll just try to make a little knife blade out of this piece, I think. If this holds together. If not, if this breaks, I'll make a spear point out of it. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay. Actually gonna switch to this. Everything I'm using to make these tools should be in the product list. If you don't know what it is, and you're interested in trying it, it's all for sale in the products. This is raw Flint Ridge, so it's going to be a little tougher than most. It's eating away at my tool. It's okay though. You can see here there's a little bit of quartz crystals in there. Alright, see this bump in there? I'm going to try to get rid of that with the indirect. Got rid of some of it. It's working. So this stuff has a lot of crystal in it at the tip here. Gotta get rid of that. And as always, if it breaks, I'll just make a smaller tool. Either a knife, a smaller knife, or a spear point or an arrowhead. Or if it breaks entirely, I'll make a little blow dart arrowhead. Got rid of most of that crystal with this piece. See that shimmery? Obsidian fluted point, basic flake knife, blow dart. Obsidian, flint ridge, petrified wood. This spot might be a little bit tougher and hold together better. I don't know yet. I'll have to see. Come on. Crack in there. Wow, that's really tough. Okay. Come on. It's got some nice color in it. I'm gonna make a blade out of this one. This footage here was in the desert somewhere where I was napping a Flint Ridge Clovis. And I'll let you see the end result of that. I won't put the entire process for this video. Soon, I think I'm gonna get rid of some of this, because if you look in here, there's a crystal imperfection. That weakened. Make sure I got the right spot. Yeah, that cleaned up nice. All right. So Jasper brings the dock. You ready? You ready, Jasper? Go get it! Here he comes. And he plays fetch. Good boy. Want the duck? Go get it! So we got this Power Watchdog 30 amp smart surge protector. It'll tell you what's wrong and it'll auto turn off so that you don't short out anything inside your RV. It'll trip here and make sure you don't get any damage to anything. This is really awesome. It's been really helpful.
It comes with an app as well. A code pops up on here and it shows you in the app what the code is, so you can know what the issue is if power is out of the park, if it protected you from a surge. These campgrounds, you know, you want to protect yourself, basically. You want to protect your electrical system.
Now we're gonna nap a few of the Flint Ridge flakes. Still good. Put that in my pocket. And see what we could do with the next point. There we go. That'll work. This spot has a little mistake. Alright, that's better. It's got a nice place to put it into the arrow, tie it on. Looks good to me. So currently on a road trip, filming a bunch of different places you could find flint. And I found a bunch. It's a surprise where and all that, but I traveled from Vermont so far to Oklahoma, and I still got a long ways to go. These are the two I just made out of flakes that I had. They came out pretty good, I think. This one's a little more like a crystal point. It was harder to flake. Tougher. This is sharper. This is like way sharper. I could feel it. All right, let me read the comments here. Let's scroll up a little bit. Cicada. Yeah, I'm gonna make an arrow. 2 arrows. And yes, it would be extremely bad if you weren't holding the leather. The flakes would go right into your hand. Pinellas? I'll have to look that up. I really wish I could have gotten rid of that. I don't want to risk it, though. I could flake down here, put the indirect stick, and then hit across here and try to get rid of it, but it's not worth ruining that point just to get rid of that. And just leave it. The glue is going to go over that anyway. And I got a heck of a lot more flint.
Just chilling at a truck stop. Jay's grabbing some stuff from the RV. Hey, handsome.
Dear Diary, the authorities have removed the pair of black pants from the couch. There is no longer any place for me to sleep. I have vomited 3 times in protest, but there is no sign that anything will change. My only other hope for rest is on the computer keyboard, which is nearby, but sadly no one is currently using it.
So I'm here at Nethers Farm, Flint Ridge Chert Quarry. I'm just knocking on stuff other people left behind to see what I could take. That big boulder there is what people are trying to get into and knocking pieces off like this. So it's everywhere. But I'm basically picking through people's scrap. And I've never been this close to a flint quarry before. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my balance on this stuff. Alright. This is way more waxy than I'm used to working. I'm just tapping it and flakes are flying off. But I've been wanting to come here for a long time. There's a farm out that way. And then just all these chert quarry pits. Pretty amazing. I'm excited.
Oh my god, it's so glassy.
Oh, I have to show him this. Hey there. So, today we are in Ohio at a place called Nethers Farm, quarrying for chert in Flint. There's Flint Ridge chert here and chalcedony of all different colors. Whites, browns, tans, black, red, sort of like a banded black and white. And there's quarry pits just open all over the place, and there's flint. Flint, flint, flint everywhere. Jay's got his bucket full of rock. So the way that this place works is the landowner has been gracious enough to allow Flintknappers and stoneworkers to come onto the land, pay a small fee and 50 cents a pound per rock, using the honor system. And they just let people come in and quarry the hell out of their land. Look at this. Look at this pit. Isn't that wild? You can see some of the bedrock with the flint vein running through it over there. And all the chert. This is near where they have the big Flint Ridge nap-in. And there's about, oh gosh, 6 or 7 giant pits we've found so far. See another one up here. So you can either come in and bring a sledgehammer and a giant pickaxe or something and really get in to the dirt, into freshly unearthed rock, or come and just pick the surface. Like, I don't know. I've heard other people talk about how the stuff that's on the surface here is not really that great, you know, lots of damage, too hard to work. And yeah, I mean, there's damaged pieces. You can see some water damage and rock rot there. But there's still like a lot of good stuff laying around. Hey, check this. That's a pretty nice piece of flint, isn't it? Small chunk, but you get a point out of it. So, we got into Ohio last night. Came through. There was torrential downpours, flash flood warnings all over the place. We went through a few small towns where the intersections in the main square was like river rapids. It was wild. Some cars just plowing right through like it's nothing. But I don't risk that kind of thing. They say it only takes a few inches for your car to get swept away, so we tried to stick to higher ground, and then got into the campsite just as twilight was really starting to get taken over by night, and we could not really see that the ground was really, really, really muddy at the campsite. So we just tried to go into the campsite to pull around, turn the car around and all, and get ready to set up for the night. And the car started sliding downhill in the mud towards a raging creek that was itself in flash flood. I thought we were going in. We probably got about a foot and a half from the edge of a steep bank right next to the sign that says warning, steep drop off. But luckily Jay was able to steer our out of control slide just enough that we sort of swung around and didn't go in. But then we were stuck in the mud. Tried to get out, it just wasn't happening. The wheels just spinning. It's no good. While I'm talking, I'm going to show you some more of these pits. Jay testing stuff out. Having the time of his life. He's in rock heaven. But yeah, so we were spinning out. We tried to get we had like a pizza box in the car, tried to put that under the tire. That didn't really work. The pizza box just spun out and went flying. So tried putting wedging some sticks under. Oh, you should check out this stuff. This is like really mottled and banded gray and white. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? See that little crystal veins? You see them? Ooh, sparkly. Fancy. Some of it's starting to grow crystals. Don't know if that'll come up. It's really sparkly. Start of like druzy crystals or something. But yeah, so we started trying to put sticks under the tires, and we didn't have any chains or anything like that, you know, that we probably should have, but we weren't really intending on off-roading, we just were trying to turn around in this campsite. And there was nothing we could do, it was like no getting out of it. But luckily, there was some kayakers who were going to camp and head out on the water the next morning, and so I waved them down. And between the three of the guys, they were able to push the car up and out of the mud, and we were free. And it all ended well. Slept well, it was a good night. Rained a little bit off and on, but not too bad. And then this morning was gorgeous. So you can see, beautiful blue sky. It was my first time into Ohio. I had no idea that eastern Ohio is absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. Rolling countryside, rolling hills. A lot of forests. It's really, really, really beautiful. There's more black over here. Did you see it?
Didn't get there yet.
Right on. When we were crossing over from, let's say, West Virginia into Ohio, across the Ohio River, it's really stunning. Really stunning scenery. Beautiful. But then, here's some of that bandit stuff. See that? Cool. Look at this stuff. Oh my god, it's so glassy. Oh, I have to show him this. Wow, it's like glass. It's so smooth. Do you feel that? Wow. Awesome. Yeah, I gotta take a sample. Take a sample back to the Stone Man. He's used to working like a, chert from New England, so Norman Skill or Onondaga or Rhyolite, Argillite. That stuff is so tough. I've tried napping a few things, and it just, I don't know, I can't get that stuff to really work for me. This looks more doable. Check this out. Feel that. There's like a whole bunch of it over there. Next pit over. What are you thinking about this stuff?
Grainier.
Grainy? Oh, look, there's crystals. Ooh, sparkly. Oh, that would be so awesome if you could get a point out of this, but leave some of this.
I might be able to.
It's pretty wild to think that all this stone is probably the result of just guys standing around doing this. Pretty cool. Guess I'll show you the last few pits that are down here. Did I show this one? I think so, right? So, yeah, we spent a while over in Maryland with my family. That was excellent. I haven't seen them for a while, and God, it's so good to be surrounded by family and laugh and talk, and just seeing everybody together. It feels really good, you know? So that was a great visit. And now we're gonna start heading back north, sort of slowly. Oh, look at that bird. I saw you trying to get that bug. Hey, Freddie. You almost got him. Check out this pit. Wow. You know, it's no wonder this stuff doesn't just slice right through my shoe. That is a pit. Don't know how well this will come out on camera. That's a good, gosh, I don't know. I'm bad with judging distances. Maybe 30, 40 feet wide. See another mound over in the distance. There's one further up there. And then the trail goes further back, but I haven't really explored down there yet. So, I think that we are going to head south from here, down to the National Forest and camp out for, I don't know, we'll see, a few days at least. It's dispersed camping. We did stay in, I think it was Wayne National Forest last night, and then tonight we're staying at some kind of, I don't know what it is. It's like an energy company owned this land, and they did mountaintop mining, and then now they're done with it, so they're trying to turn it into a park and campsites and all that. Trying to reclaim the land, I guess. So we'll see. We'll see what that's like. If it's weird or anything like that, then we'll head back to the National Forest. But I'm interested in seeing how well the earth can heal from the mountaintops being taken off. And it's a place you need to get a permit, but it's free. Free camping. Just need a permit, which you can either get at bait shops or print out at home, and that lets you stay there for 14 days, something like that. So who knows, we might stay a few days, might head to a new spot, and then I guess we'll go to Meadowcroft Rock Shelter. There's a cool place. I'll show you this other mound. I'm not gonna walk over there. There's another pit bow. But yeah, Meadowcroft Rock Shelter is a museum where they have a evidence from the earliest habitation, or earliest known habitation site of people in the New World, or something like that. I think it's like 16,000 years old. One of the oldest Paleo-Indian sites, if not the oldest, currently known site in the U.S. Speaking of. See that edge work? Is this modern or is this old? Don't know. Let's go show Mr. J. There's really not too much information on this site that I could find. Like, I don't know how long it's been a quarry for. But yeah, so Meadowcroft is a museum, and they've also got like a, I don't know, little village set up of what life was like in 1800s and prior. Apparently there's a few different little villages in addition to the excavation site for the archaeological dig. And I know he's really interested in seeing that, given that he is very interested in the first Americans. Well, you know what I mean. First people here. Can you imagine that, coming onto a new continent and being, you know, the first like 10, 20 people onto the land? You just come through an expanse that's just empty. Check this one out. What do you think of those edges?
Can't tell if it's newer or not.
That's what I was saying. Did you just make this?
Mm.
Oh shit, look at that. Awesome. Is that mottled gray?
I tried to keep some of the crystals in, made the point look funky, but...
That's cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
What do you think? Just leave this be?
Yeah.
Alright. Sit it right here. Somebody else can figure it out. So, yeah, from Nethers Farm in Hopewell, Ohio. Come get your rock. Check back in with you guys later. Beautiful country. We're right near Wayne National Forest as well, not too far. We stayed at I think it was Sawmill Road Campground last night. Her lovely new tent. All nice and cozy. Usually we take this rain fly off. It's got mesh underneath so we can look up at the sky at night. That'll be our view tomorrow morning.
For more than 10,000 years, Flint Ridge was one of the most important flint quarries in eastern North America. So I came north into Ohio because I know of a spot here called Nethers Farm that has flint. It's Flint Ridge. It's a modern quarry, so you could go there, you could collect flint. I decided I wanted to visit the ancient quarry, which is in Flint Ridge State Park, where you can't touch anything there, don't touch anything there. I'm gonna go check out the ancient quarries, and I'm about 2 minutes away, and then I'm gonna head over to Nethers Farm to collect myself some Flint Ridge. So I've never been to the ancient quarry before. I don't even know which way it is, but there's a sign here. For more than 10,000 years, Flint Ridge was one of the most important flint quarries in eastern North America. The flint formed at the bottom of a shallow ocean 300 million years ago. The softer rocks surrounding the flint have washed away, leaving the hard flint exposed near the surface. Prehistoric people came here to quarry the flint, which they crafted into a variety of stone tools. Hundreds of quarry pits and workshops are scattered for miles along this ridge. Well, it looks like there's a trail over there to the museum. I'll check that out first. There's a little chipmunk in the path down to the quarry trails. There's another one right there.
There's a third one. Oh.
So here is what the flint looks like. This is right below the sign here. Flint is both hard and brittle and thus can be broken into pieces that have razor-sharp edges. For this reason, Indians as long as 9,000 years ago traveled to this ridge to secure the rock for making projectile points, knives, and scrapers. The area is now covered with hundreds of shallow pits from which flint has been quarried through the ages. The prehistoric Indians broke off chunks of flint with stone mauls or pried them out of the pit with wooden poles. They broke the chunks into usable pieces with hammerstones, as shown here, and then proceeded to chip the flint for various purposes. So along here, all these dips are quarry pits. We'll keep looking around. There's a little bit of flint right here. Probably from in there. Really cool. So we came up this trail here to this hill. And right here is some different kinds of flint. Different colors. And here is where the quarry pit is, where all these leaves are. You can't really see. Maybe if I put it down to the ground, you could see that it dips. You could tell this is not just a random dip in the woods here. That's dug out. And it's pretty big. It's hard to tell on film how big that is.
Here's one. There's one over there. Here is probably another one. This one's filled with muck. Anybody watching my videos, you should never disturb an archaeological site. You should find other ways of getting flint, like I'm going to a modern quarry not too far from here called Nethers Farm, and I could very easily get flint there. Whenever you see stuff like this, do not touch it.
Just appreciate it.
Just look at it and learn from it and appreciate it. It's everywhere. You could see all the little chips. Little tiny chips of flint. Very, very cool. There's all these deep dug out areas. They're right next to each other. There's one here, then it goes up into a ramp and into an even deeper one. I don't see any flint chips here. Well, there's a few down here. A few little chunks. Must have taken a long time to dig that out like that. It's kind of just like they were digging like a swimming pool. So this is one of the bigger ones I've seen here. And just like modern quarries, they fill with water. This one is filled. So now it's pond. Looks like there's more way off that way, but there's no trail over there. How did they know it was here? Like, walking through here, if I was just walking through, I wouldn't know that there was flint under the ground, like right under the ground. And like, are we near a major water source or an even bigger hill? I don't understand how they found this stuff in the ground. I could understand finding it in rivers, but then how do you figure out where it is in the ground? The stuff here is so old. The stuff just laying here. If you look, on one side you can see it's rotting. The rock itself, this at one time was shiny and glossy, and now it's turning brittle and rotting away. There's more right here. It's just rotting into nothing. But it's so old. Thousands of years old.
So what do you think of this place?
It's old.
There's more pits ahead of us.
Yep. Getting bit. Mosquitoes.
Yeah. There's another pit. Oh, you can't really see it through a little bit.
Yeah, it's really hard to pick up pits. Maybe I'll go stand by it.
Yeah, they're big.
So there's a few chips here that still have the real shine to it. Glossy, glass-like. Now these are artifacts, so you don't touch these. But I just wanted to show you, like, you could see through that. And in comparison to something older and rotting, this is what it looks like now. So right here is looks like fresher stuff. It's way more colorful. This piece here, you'd see the pinks and the white, brown and white. And it's all scattered through here. So I guess to answer my earlier question of how did they find it up here, just walking down the trail here, and I see this shine. If you dug this out, this would be a massive boulder, but you crack that open inside and it'll be nice and smooth. Another big outcrop right here. This is all just amazing to me. This is just washing out. And each one of these was made by a person. Like, you cannot make these without knocking them off with another rock. You have to be, in order to make these flakes, every single one was made by a person. So that was really cool to see. There was a lot coming out, just washing down the hill. And from what I've read, it's the same rock formation that's over at Nethers farm. So I'm going to head over to Nethers farm and I'm going to collect some flint. So we're coming up on Nethers farm. Of course there's a rabbit here. Now there is raccoon. What the? Oh my God. That's not raccoon. What is that? That is raccoon. Raccoon and a rabbit. The rabbit ran from the raccoon. There's another raccoon. Over there. Oh my God. I am swarmed by wild animals. This is like a safari. Oh my God, here he comes. He's coming right at me. Oh my God. Where's he going? Oh my God, there's cars. Oh my God. The raccoon is right here. There he is. What he doing? This is a jungle. He sees me. Run away. Where is he going? Why is he leaving? Come back. Now there is gray fox. What the heck? What is going on? What is that thing? What in the world? I don't know what that is. I do not recognize this creature. This trout got hooked in the gills, so I brought him home for dinner. Look at that. Look at gonna use the stone knife. And just gotta rinse it off now. Stone knife, cleaned fish. That looks good to me. A little bit more. I know of a spot here called Nethers Farm that has flint. It's Flint Ridge. It's a modern quarry, so you could go there, you could collect flint, and it's a $5 collecting fee plus 50 cents per pound. She has a little scale set out, a little cat that's out there usually, and you put it in an envelope, write your name, and just slide it under her door. Bring buckets. Stuff's good. So we're coming up on Nethers farm, and the pull-off to the quarry is on the left. Careful driving on the Flint. I already popped my tire once this trip. Believe it was right here.
Your destination is on the right.
So here's the pull-off for the quarry pits. So I guess that was some Flint Ridge that I found up the camp.
Oh yeah, looks the same.
Cool. I'll take this piece. And there's some crazier colors here.
Let the fun begin.
Yeah. There's a big chunk of the black over here. So you can get a video of this. This is a quarry pit.
So here's a modern quarry pit.
I could see the big rock is right down in there. Watch yourself. Now this outer stuff, see this? Let's see if I can show you. See, it's black inside. Am I still bleeding?
I have to get your lip
Mm-hmm.
a little bit.
I see the piece I'm after. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. So I've already knocked away this whole chunk here, and that's in my bucket. And I'm going after this piece here. It looks like a nice blue black. I don't know if I'll be able to get it. So there's a lot of crystal-y stuff down here, but this is the piece I want.
One of the cool things about the Flint here is it's got, some pieces have these little druzy crystals. I don't know if you can see right there, that vein. See if I can get it to sparkle for you. There you go. And just make it out. Now if you take this and polish it in like a rock tumbler or whatnot, it'll make some really, really beautiful polished stone. All kinds of color veins going through it.
Alright, now that I'm bleeding everywhere, you could see the little crystal pockets that the rock is actually not too good for flint knapping. I'm sure I could get something out of it, but I'd rather bring home the best rock I could find here. So I'm going to move on down to the next quarry pit, and wipe all this blood off of me. Ow. Flint is sharp. So here at Nethers Farm, the flint is all different kinds of color. The ones I'm grabbing is mostly black. I like to work darker material. But if you look along the trail here, and even up at the other quarry pit there, some of it's clear, some of it's pink, some of it's red, some of it's zebra striped. It's all different kinds of colors. I grabbed some of the zebra striped stuff. You could see the similarities in the pit location from where we were at the ancient quarries. You could see how modern people with modern tools did the same thing ancient people with ancient tools did. Except they probably did it better. Looks like more of the black. If you look, you can see it's so similar to those swimming pool pits I was talking about. It's just straight down. And I read that this particular flint vein is 10 to 12 feet deep. So it goes down deeper. I'm going to try to find different colors and get a good variety this time. So I'll be poking around in here. So, some of the giant boulders that were here in these pits when I was here last year are completely gone. So somebody, you could see there was one right there, it's just rubble now. Somebody came in and tried their best to get slabs. Like this. This is what people are after. This one was thrown away, and I could see why it was thrown away. Because of this crack running through. And this one running this way. So probably the only part of this you could use is right here. That's why.
Is that crystals?
Although I'm sure Leo will want this.
Hold on, hold it still. Oh, it is all crystal. Cool. Oh, you can see inside.
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
I'm gonna knock some of it away so you could keep it.
Okay.
So over time, Flint stops looking like Flint. Even this one, you could see it's a dull, not as shiny black as, say, this. And then as it gets older and older, it starts to change, and it starts to get freeze damaged from the cold. And what happens when you have that is inside becomes all damaged and you can't use it. This will not make a good tool. So that's why a lot of people have tossed this stuff, and that's why ancient people tossed this stuff, because the top layer has freeze damage on it. If you look over here, fresh rock deeper down. So if I knock this piece off, it's going to be really fresh and really glossy. But if I take from up there, it's going to be really dull and not so good. I'll give you an example of right here. I'll see if I can knock a piece off. Just going to try to take a small piece off for you to see. I don't want to ruin this outcrop. Here's freeze damage at the top of it.
Okay.
I'll give you a little zoom in. I just knocked some of the black off, and in here is freeze damage, or they call it a seam or a crack or whatever you want to call it. Most places that you can get flint is not like this. This is an insane amount of good flint, good chert. The landowner is kind enough to let flint knappers come on her property and quarry this themselves and just dig these pits. This was somebody's throwaway because of the crystal pocket that went straight through. But I'll still be able to use this, so I'm going to keep this one. I just took this flake off. You can keep looking around. That's it. There was another one, wasn't there? They filled it in.
Oh, they did?
And they dug one next to it.
Huh.
So this is the gray stuff. Gray blocky stuff. I think it would be cool to find a good piece of this to work into something. problem with this stuff is it's blocky. You can see there's blocks. Instead of a smooth transition, it chunks off. There's a good example. And somebody lost their belt. Are they trying to haul the whole rock out with the belt? Try this piece. That's freeze damaged. That's weathered. You could see how crystally and grainy that is compared to the smoothness of some of this stuff. Let's give it a try anyway. Yeah, that's no good. Makes sparks. So this is the pit here. The rock is gone, but it looked like this, and some people from the Wooded Beardsman's channel might recognize this material from his Easter egg knife giveaway. But there's not much left of this rock. So when the rock is gone, the rock is gone. That's it. It's nothing big enough for a knife of that size out of that material again.
It's all freeze damage?
Yeah.
Blocky?
Yeah. The big block of it was right there. It's gone. Remember I just took the hammer stone actually, and I hit the top and the big blade came off?
Yep.
That was the knife.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, looks like the only pit with new rock in it is the one right at the entrance. Alright, I'm just going to keep testing rock and hitting on it until I find something smooth, not like this one. And I'll let you see what we finish up with when we're on our way out of here. I didn't get all too much and it got kind of late, but what I did get was pretty good. And I'm just gonna bring it up to her porch, and she has a scale up there, and I'll just sign my name and pass the money under the door. I'm gonna come back probably in a day or two and quarry some more. Alright guys, I had this piece of Flint Ridge crystal that's been staring at me, so I made a little thing out of it. Didn't thin it all the way yet, just a little biface. Not sure what I'm gonna do yet. Alright, so using indirect and direct percussion, that's what I came up with. Kinda messed up in there a little bit, but still a good point. Cool stuff. Really just picked up this piece because of the crystals. But this flint was looking at me funny here. So, there you go guys. Good hunting point. Pretty little thing.